Hello, everyone. Meteorologist Grant Smith here with the National Weather Service in Juneau, Alaska. Hey, we got another round of heavy rain on the way, so let's go ahead and get into kind of what we're thinking about this next potential system here. The impacts here, what we're mainly concerned with is the heavy rain. Upwards of 6 to 7 inches of rain is expected going into the weekend, and that's a lot of rain over a short amount of time. And so there's a lot of impacts that can come from that, and including but not limited to, street flooding and things like that. River rises now because the current levels are so low. The spikes in the river levels. No flooding is expected at this time, but it's something we'll be watching. And the wind speeds with the initial frontal passage, the inner channel wind speeds, you could see sustained winds upwards of 15 to 25 knots. A little bit stronger out in the Gulf. And then gusts over land areas about 20 to 25 miles per hour. Those high-end gusts that we could see upwards of 30 miles per hour. So this isn't a big wind maker, but a lot of rain is expected. And so the total precipitation through Sunday afternoon, heaviest amounts are going to be right around in that area between Frederick Sound and Sumner Strait. That's kind of where we're eyeballing the greatest amount of precipitation. Now, that could still change, is where the exact wind setup. It could oscillate a little bit, but that's the main area we're looking at, where we could see upwards of 3 to 6 inches of rain in that area alone. And then farther to the south, so southern Prince of Wales Island, over to the Ketchikan, Metlakatla area, a little bit lighter amounts, but still impressive, 2 to 4 inches or so. And then to the north of Frederick Sound, upwards to Icy Strait, 2 to 4 inches over the 2-day period. And then farther north than that, the Haines-Skagway area, an inch or two over the total time frame. And then Yakutat coming in at 3 to 4. But just wanted to highlight that the heaviest rain over the whole period is right there, right around Frederick Sound to Sumner Strait. But stay tuned, as if that what we call the fire hose, were to oscillate a little bit, areas to the north or to the south could see a little bit more than that. As far as the timing of the heaviest rain, the initial frontal passage comes in Friday and lasts into Saturday. So that's the heaviest in precip. This right here is an example for the southern panhandle. And what I want you to notice is once we get to Saturday night, notice how those rates, this is 6-hour precipitation, notice how the rates just drop. And so even though we're carrying high probability of rain into Sunday and Monday, look at those rates. Not a lot. So the heaviest rain expected Friday night into Saturday. Now, this is for southern Southeast Alaska. For central Southeast Alaska, similar story, just not as much rain. But notice that spike right up, and then it kind of stays level and then drops back down Saturday night. And then for the northern panhandle, Icy Strait into the north, still seeing heaviest precip during the same time, but just not as much as farther to the south. So stay plugged into the forecast as we're seeing the heaviest precip this weekend on Saturday, then some lighter amounts. And then in the long range forecast, middle of next week, Wednesday and Thursday, we could see another round of wind and rain. So stay plugged in as we're bringing the latest through this evolving forecast and rainy forecast as well.